Hey there. So this is my fan project. Got a couple of these. Finally, at the end of summer, I decided to restore these fans. I certainly needed them earlier. Both of these are Emerson Electric things, and I wish so badly I had taken some video before I started it. They did not look anything like this. In fact, this blue one was in a couple of pieces, held on just by that little brass strap right there, which is for the oscillator mechanism. They're both, I don't know, they're similar in that I think they're made by the same company, Emerson Electric. They're both variable speed fans, so it's got the original switch right here for the speed. They're both oscillating fans. They've got a little gearbox in the back, which this one's hidden by this nice sheet metal cover. This one didn't have a sheet metal cover, and at first I thought it was missing, but there's no provisions for one, so it's just not there. So that black box right there is actually a gearbox in there, and there's a dial on the bottom that will change the pivot point from that brass rod or plate right there to change how much it oscillates or stop the oscillation completely. Same with the variable speed switch down here at the bottom. Now this fan I don't have running because this one was a multiple phase motor, so it has a capacitor. One set of windings connects to a capacitor, and it was this one originally. And so the problem that I've had is this capacitor is no good. I've checked it for sure, and it says it's 2.7 microfarad at 210 volt AC. Well, that 2.7 is so far apart. I just read 7. So I bought two different 7 microfarad capacitors, start capacitors for fans, and this thing still doesn't have enough power. It'll run, but it just has no power at all. And I mean, you have to start it with the fingers, which isn't great. So now that I realized my mistake, I've ordered a 2.7. It's hard to imagine that that's going to be an issue, but because my experience though with single phase motors that have capacitors for start and run is they're normally in the like 150 to 350 microfarad range with a plus or minus 5% on top of that. So 5 microfarad off wouldn't have made any difference at all in the kind of motors that I'm used to. These are obviously different. I'm guessing these things are from the 1940s or something like that. I'm not really sure. They're plenty heavy. The green one is an aluminum base while the blue one is steel. They're both cast. But the blue one's like, quite a lot heavier. Well, the other thing I did, of course, the wires were all cut off of these when I got them, so I put new motor leads going all the way back to the windings, new wires. I did put grounds on both of these things, chassis grounds, because of, of course, metal bases. They don't come with grounds, but let's just be safe here and do that. Anyway, the green one, at least, I love the output of this thing. It's fantastic. I can put it across the room and definitely feel that. I have one more fan project right here, another like $5 flea market find, but this one doesn't have a fan guard, so I saved it till last. I think I'm still going to go ahead and do it. I mean, it's a pretty neat little Art Deco fan, but I'm going to have to make a fan guard if I'm going to use this thing at all. I know I haven't tested the motor. I have a Megger, and I usually check motor windings and all that before I get too far, but I just haven't done it on this one. It's on the to-do list. Mainly right now I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to make this guard, because I don't want to put a bunch of hardware cloth around it. I'd like to make a nice guard, maybe not as fancy as these, but something out of some bent, whatever that is, 1/8 inch round stock, and we'll see. That'll be hopefully later on in this video. See ya.